Governor-elect Youngkin made a commitment to ban critical race theory in public education from day one of his administration. Frankly, he cannot do that with executive action alone. It will take actions by the legislature to put this matter to rest statewide. And because of that, with partners across the state like No Left Turn Education, Virginians for America First, the Family Foundation, and other voices in opposition to critical race theory in all its forms in education, I've been working with members of the Virginia legislature to have 2 anti-CRT bills introduced in the upcoming regular session. That effort was successful. I want to thank Delegate Amanda Batten publicly for her efforts in meeting the deadline to get these important bills on the legislative docket. I also want to thank Delegate John McGuire and Delegate Chris Union for reaching out in support of this effort. That is where you come in. Over the next few months, it is my hope to garner bipartisan support for these 2 bills. To do that, I need you. Our legislature needs to know that you support these bills. I need you to contact your delegate and state senator to express support for the bill. To avoid the debate on what is and is not critical race theory, the main bill focuses on banning these core principles from public education in Virginia. The first bill states, public school divisions shall not train, teach, or promote the following to students or employees. Number 1, that any race is inherently superior or inferior to any other race. Number 2, that any individual, by virtue of his race or skin color, is inherently racist, privileged, or oppressed, whether consciously or unconsciously. Number 3, that any person, by virtue of his race or religion, bears responsibility for the actions committed by other members of his race or religion. Number 4, that a person's moral character is determined by his race. Number 5, that the United States is fundamentally or systemically racist as a country. Or number 6, that capitalism is inherently racist as a system. These are the essentials that will be banned under this proposed law. I think almost every parent in the Commonwealth can agree that these principles, called critical race theory or any other name, has no place in American public school education. The second bill has to do with statewide mandated cultural competency training. We have introduced an amendment that would eliminate this mandate. Teachers and other licensed professionals would no longer be required to undergo such training in order to be employed in our public schools. All eyes are on Virginia. Parents, be they Republicans, Democrats, or Independents, elected a governor that voiced support for parents' rights in education. But the job is not done. If we want this movement to keep its momentum, now is the time to get a solid anti-CR bill on his desk to sign in the first legislative session. The next phase of this fight is in the legislature of Virginia. It cannot be disputed that the election results in the governor's race constitutes a mandate in Virginia for parents' rights. That cannot be ignored. This is not a partisan issue. This is an issue that is core to the families of the Commonwealth. I need you to contact your elected representatives and tell them you support the provisions I've just shared in this message. Call, write, email. No one should have an issue with what we are asking for. If you have any questions, you can call me directly at 571-621-3090. On Monday, December the 6th, this Monday coming up, I'll be hosting a virtual town hall via Zoom to answer your questions about this bill. Please sign up and I'll see you there. We will be launching a dedicated site on Monday to answer your questions, provide resources for this effort, and generally keep you informed. We need all hands on deck to drive momentum behind these 2 very important bills. I'll talk to you Monday. The sign-up link will be below. Write your delegate or senator today. It's important that they know you support these bills.